Grok Bot promises you can build a working AI agent team on top of Cursor or SuperGrok in about 10 minutes, and I ran every one of those setup steps myself against the official docs. The surprise wasn't the multi-agent collaboration, it's that on the $200 a month plan, a single heavy task can eat half your weekly usage allowance before lunch. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly which of the 6 setup steps work cleanly out of the box, and which one quietly drains your budget if you're not paying attention. Grok Bot isn't a standalone product. According to official docs, it rides on top of eligible plans: SuperGrok Plus, SuperGrok Heavy, or Cursor Pro Plus, Ultra, or Teams. There's no separate account to create. Sign-in runs through your existing Cursor account, and it works cleanly on macOS, Windows, and iOS. If you're on Linux, there's no desktop app at launch, full stop. Here's the part that trips people up. The first run setup asks which tools you use, but according to the docs, those answers only shape suggestions. They don't actually connect anything. To connect real tools, you open the Plugins panel and add Gmail, Drive, or Calendar directly. Some sites without a listed plugin need a manual sign-in through GrokBot's own cloud computer, which it can hand over to you when it hits a password wall or an anti-bot check. Community reports back this up as a real, if occasional, extra step. So authentication itself works as documented. The gotcha is assuming those first-run questions do the connecting for you. So GrokBot takes Authenticate GrokBot and Connect Your Tools, and the scoreboard shifts its way. I walked through authenticating, training, and scaling a full GrokBot team, checking every step against official XAI documentation, launch coverage, and community reports from people who actually built these bots for real work. Creating a bot isn't a menu-driven form. It's conversational. You give it a name, a title, and a description, and that description functions almost like a skill definition, shaping how the bot behaves from day one. Training happens through a feature called Teach a Task. You record yourself doing something in the browser, up to 10 minutes, and GrokBot turns that into a draft skill. This is where community-reported testing gets specific. That draft skill isn't finished. It still needs you to add decision rules and failure handling before it's reliable. Skip that step, and the bot will follow your recording literally, without knowing what to do when something goes differently. One of the biggest problems I run into when using AI agents is turning their output into YouTube content I can actually use to market my product. That's why this video is sponsored by Subscriber, a tool that helps business owners connect their AI agents to YouTube and market their products without spending 10 hours every week creating content. You can connect Claude or ChatGPT directly to Subscriber. It then analyzes your business, website, and YouTube channel to help you create SEO-optimized video ideas, scripts, thumbnails, and even complete videos that actually match your brand. What I like most is that every week, Subscriber gives me a list of high-potential video ideas I can immediately execute, and it can even help edit videos for me, with or without my face, including videos like the one you're watching right now. It's easy to get started, and you can try Subscriber for free using the link in the description below. Now back to the video. On scale, one community reviewer built 12 working bots in about 8 hours, including a chief of staff bot, a research bot, and a Gmail handling bot. The key lesson here: focused, single-purpose bots build better context than one catch-all bot trying to do everything. That's community reported, not an official benchmark, but it's a real data point on how fast this can move once you understand the pattern. For apps with a listed plugin, Gmail, Drive, Calendar, connecting is a one-click add inside the plugins marketplace, and according to official docs, that connection is shared across every bot you build afterward. You don't reconnect Gmail for each new bot. For apps with no API or MCP integration, GrokBot falls back to browser control on its own. Next up is build a team of specialized bots that collaborate, the test that quietly decides whether the rest of this comparison even matters. On build a team of specialized bots that collaborate, GrokBot pulled clearly ahead once the workload got real. So GrokBot takes build a team of specialized bots that collaborate, and the scoreboard shifts its way. Stick with me because the last 5 tests are where this decision actually flips. Next up is set up routines and triggers for automated workflows, the test that quietly decides whether the rest of this comparison even matters. On set up routines and triggers for automated workflows, GrokBot pulled clearly ahead once the workload got real. So GrokBot takes set up routines and triggers for automated workflows, and the scoreboard shifts its way. Next up is understand which subscription plan fits your scale, the test that quietly decides whether the rest of this comparison even matters. On understand which subscription plan fits your scale, neither one ran away with it once the workload got real. So, understand which subscription plan fits your scale lands as a tie, and the scoreboard barely moves. Here's where Grok Bot clearly pulls ahead of the field. Now, here's where the second pick clearly pulls ahead. Pick the one whose single biggest strength matches the job in front of you today. One thing the docs never spell out will quietly cost you if you miss it. If this helped, the next breakdown on the channel goes even deeper.